This week's Grade 8 Events on WRIC Now is sponsored by Blank and Marcus, attorneys at law. Nice guys making a difference.
Hey everyone, welcome to Grade 8 Events. My name is Delaney Hall. We have a lot to talk about this weekend. We have the Honeybee Festival coming up. We have the Stone Soul Music and Food Festival. But before we get all to that, I'm sure you've heard it's going to be very, very hot this weekend. It's been hot all week. So I want to bring in my buddy, Matt DiNardo. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how are you?
Good. When we talk about that heat, I know we've been sitting, it's been hot this week, but
Right.
You're saying this is just the beginning.
This has been traditional, right? We sit in the low 90s, the average high about 87, 88. But now, as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday especially, Saturday, Sunday is going to be in the upper 90s. And the problem is that heat index, when you take the humidity and you kind of, what does it feel like, right? It's going to feel like 100 to 105 on Saturday and 105 to 108 Sunday. And that really becomes dangerous for very young kids and also the elderly. You've got to make sure you're drinking plenty of water, finding some shade. And like I said, there's so many great events that happen here during the summer months. You want to be outside, you just got to take those smart precautions.
Yeah, and a lot of them, like you said, are outside. The one that I'm highlighting this week is the 13th Annual Honeybee Festival.
Okay.
It's actually going to be the Chesterfield Fairgrounds. I know that there are some places you can go inside, but a lot of that's a blacktop, right? So it's just like a giant parking lot. So if you do head out, you need to be careful of that. I want to bring up some photos. Do you know anything about honeybees, Matt?
I do not know, other than that there are some that can sting you.
Yes,
But
yes.
not true honeybees, though, right? It has to be the worker bees?
It's something like that.
Right.
So I spoke with a man named Don Osborne. He is the president of the Brockwood Park Backyard Beekeepers Association, who is actually putting on this festival. He enlightened me about a lot on honeybees, and this is the whole reason they're having this festival. They really want to educate other people about the importance of honeybees, to not fear honeybees. This picture right here is some of the local honey that people get from the hives that they have in their backyards.
Right.
This is very family friendly. It's 10 to 4. These pictures are of the Rockwood Nature Center. It's actually gotten so big, they're now moving it to the fairgrounds, which is a good problem,
For
right?
sure, right.
He was saying last year there was the crazy line and people couldn't get in and they felt, oh my gosh, we need a bigger space. So Chesterfield kind of helped them out with the fairgrounds. As far as activities, children's activities, there's going to be a lot of educational talks. He said think of it like TED Talks, but about bees.
Okay.
There's live music by none other than the B-flats.
That's very well done.
Yeah,
really,
right?
really
That's
well
what I'm
done.
saying.
Think about that, right? The B flats. Yeah, exactly.
Face painting, food trucks. You're also going to be able to look and buy beekeeping supplies.
Which is a big thing. More and more people are doing that to actually create local honey.
Yes.
Because they say there's a lot of good things with local honey. Like, number one, the stuff that's in there helps with seasonal allergies. I hear that all the time, right? Because as we all know, as soon as the allergies begin, I start coughing and I'm down for the count.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, Maddie D, please go get local honey. You will be cured, so to speak.
Yes.
Be cured. Right. But there is so many people that do this. It's
That's real.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Don was saying the same thing. He says he takes like a tablespoon every morning and it helps with your immune system. It helps with your allergies. Another cool thing that you'll be able to do is pet a bee.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Interesting.
I had the same reaction. So
Yeah.
I said, what does that look like? What does that mean? And they're going to have a male bee who is called a drone that doesn't sting.
Okay.
So you can hold it in your hand. I'm assuming if you want to give a little pet, I guess he's going to be kind of small. But again, it's all to help people understand the importance of bees, especially with kids. If you get them in there, they hold a bee, they see what they do for the environment and the ecosystems, it kind of lessens that fear, right?
Well, it does. I mean, I have one of those abnormal fears because as a young child, I was stung. So therefore, I feel, but we all have been stung, right?
Yeah.
So you fear bees, wasps, hornets, all that kind of thing. But bees especially, they are pollinators and they really help the environment.
Yes, and I actually talked to Don, and he's going to break down further why they hold a festival like this. Let's take a listen.
2 to 3 miles in collecting nectar and honey, and I can keep my property completely organic and without chemicals and things like that, but I don't know what my neighbor is doing half a mile away. So we've found that the best way to save our bees and to save our native pollinators even, is to get the word out and educate people and let them know. And we do.
So really getting the word out, educating people. On his shirt, I don't know if you saw it.
We
said,
are all beekeepers.
We are all beekeepers.
Right.
And he said that's the motto for this year. Everyone can be a beekeeper, just knowing what goes into beekeeping and how important they are to our environment. So yeah, should be fun. Again, if you want to go, that's Saturday, June 22nd, 10 to 4 at the Chesterfield County Fairgrounds over on Courthouse Road. It is free, but again, it's going to be hot, like you talked about, Matt.
Yep.
So do what you can to stay cool.
Yeah.
Get your water, get your shade.
Exactly. I mean, do the smart things. Be simple.
Yes.
You know? So yeah.
And we've got a lot of other things happening this weekend that I want to touch on quickly. The ImmerseCon 2024, Matt, we actually had them in the studio earlier this week.
Okay.
Basically, it's a really big convention about STEM in video games. It's both Saturday and Sunday. You can get tickets online. Just some of the things that they offer, I'm just looking at their website now. There's a STEM robotics gala, artist alley, a cosplay contest, esports championship. So really combining that love of STEM and electronics to kind of, showcase that in a way. The Stone Soul Music and Food Festival at Browns Island. We had Miss Clovia, Community Clo, over here at the 8 News Studios earlier this morning, talking about that. That's on Saturday. Doors open at 2 p.m. I'm told VIP tickets are sold out.
Okay.
But you can get the other tickets that are, I think I see here, $65, but it gets you in all day long. There's some pretty big names coming. Again, that's 2 to 9 over at Browns Island. And she says there will be cooling stations.
That's
people.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be helpful. Right.
Yeah, just how hot it is on Browns Island. You need something to stay cool, right?
But you are on Browns Island. You can't just jump in the water if you really wanted to.
Yes, I was going to say, you have at least a cool breeze, right? A little bit.
A little bit, but yeah, but at least, the water is sitting around 80, so you can get, jump in. All right,
How much of a breeze that is, yeah.
this.
And then we have the Artisan Market at Bramley Park on Sunday and that Bug Squad exhibit that we've been talking about at the Children's Museum all summer long. So, yeah, a lot of fun things to check out. But again, like Matt's been saying, be safe, be cool. If you get too hot,
Take a break.
Outside.
Yep,
Take a break.
exactly.
It's the name of the game. All right, if you guys want to learn more about any of these events, you can head to our website, wrac.com. And we thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time.